Well, welcome back at noon. Lisa Briggs with the Brewis Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. You can email those to tips@channel3000.com. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Coming off another big weekend for you.
I know, and it's nice that it's raining today because it's been a little dry.
It'll be nice, green things up a little bit for those areas. I know the farmers, it's tough for them, right? But
yeah, but lots of them I think have a lot of the seed in already, and now that the weather looks warm, you can put everything outside.
That's good.
So it's good. You water your containers. My clover lawn is coming up.
Yes.
So yeah, the rain is good.
Things are looking good. All right, let's get right to those questions right now. First up, an unnamed question. What to do with cabbage maggots eating roots of broccoli and killing them?
Okay, so I don't know a ton about cabbage maggots, but what you want to do is put an appropriate insecticide sort of around the base of the plant. You're going to have to call the plant desk, though, and get exactly what insecticide to use because they're rated for different things. I did discover, though, that what you can do is when you put your broccoli crops in or your cabbage crops in, if you cover it with a floating row cover, then that sort of prevents the flies from coming in and laying eggs. So that's a good way to sort of bypass the whole thing. But email plantdesk@brewscompany.com, and we can find the proper treatment for you.
All right, question number 2 from Sherry. Sherry wants to know when to cut her mums back so they can blossom in the fall. They are from last fall.
Okay, so good for you that you got your mums to come back. That's a little tricky thing. A lot of the mums that we sell in the fall or that you purchase in the late summer and fall are not necessarily super hardy, and because they've been grown in the greenhouse and fertilized within an inch of their lives, they often don't have enough energy to establish before the winter. So what you want to do is, as they are getting leggy, just kind of do sort of a gentle shaping with them so that they can increase the number of side shoots. That's where you're going to get a ton of flowers. You probably are not going to get that giant pillow of blossoms that you get when they come from the greenhouse, because those guys are really good at all that pinching. But you can get good flowers on them as long as you got them to overwinter.
All right, next up from Kathy. Kathy asks, do you advise cutting back the green from spring bulb plants like tulips and daffodils? If so, when is the best time to do that?
Yeah, what you want to do is let that foliage yellow, and then once it starts to discolor, then you can cut it right back to the ground. You really need the chlorophyll production from those leaves to sort of give energy to the bulb to produce flower buds for next year. So once it starts to yellow, cut it back.
Question number 4 from Marcia. Marcia's in Reedsburg and says she has 2 different hydrangeas within the last couple of years. Both have old branches spreading out the top with green leaves near the bottom. Can she cut these old woods off?
Yes, she probably has either a smooth leaf or a big leaf type hydrangea. And oftentimes the tissue above ground does not winter over. The good news is that the newer varieties will also set flower buds on new growth as well as old growth. So just cut back those stems and let that those new greens come up and form some flower buds.
All right, next question from Kurt in Janesville. Kurt asks, my lilac bushes never bloomed this year. They are upwards in age. Could it be age related or the goofy spring weather this year? Fertilizer, he's asking too.
Okay, so lilacs, to get them to bloom, they require really 3 things. So they require a ton of sun. So you want to make sure that your lilacs, if they're older in the landscape, that they're getting 6 to 8 hours of sun. You want to make sure that you don't fertilize them. Lilacs respond to a lot of nitrogen fertilizer by doing a lot of green growth and no flowers. That includes lawn fertilizer. And the third thing is improper pruning time. So when you want to prune them is right after they're done flowering. So if you prune them like late last summer or in the fall, you cut off all of this year's flowers.
All right. Good stuff today, Lisa.
Yeah.
Thank you.